Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the very first Eager Live podcast. You're going to be hanging out, talking to us. We're going to be here for a good hour, but let me introduce myself. My name is John, and I am joined here with Abe.
I'm Jason.
And that's Ruben. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a real pleasure to have a lot of you guys that have been following us join us here for this very first podcast. It's going to be a really good time. Basically, what we're going to be doing is just hanging out, chilling with you guys, and we have a topic today, which is gym culture. So the way this is going to go is we're just going to talk about a couple of things, and we want you guys to also give your opinions, give your feedback on a lot of the stuff that we're talking about. That way we can have a really good conversation on a really popular topic around a lot of people that, follow our brand. So we'll start here. I mean, let's talk about gym culture, right? So gym culture is a lot of things. Gym culture it's like the things, it's the people you see at the gym, it's the stuff people wear, it's the things you see people do. There's a lot that goes into when we're talking about gym culture. But one of the things that we want to start off talking about is atmosphere, right? So gym atmosphere, right? Let's start with that. When you walk into the gym, right, you walk in, depending on the gym you go to, it's going to be a different kind of vibe. A lot of things will affect what the atmosphere in the gym is like. It could be a good atmosphere, it could be a bad atmosphere. I guess for me, I'll start off by talking about the gym that I was going to before everything shut down. I was going to Export, right? So the atmosphere I would describe Export as would be, it's very friendly, right? You see a lot of people there. You see a lot of different types of people, different fitness levels, beginners, advanced lifters, casual lifters. It's overall a very casual vibe, I would say. The staff is always really friendly, and then when you go in towards the gym, it's usually pretty clean, right? It's usually pretty clean. Everything is pretty organized there, and you see, because you see such a wide variety of people there, the energy is usually pretty good. It could be really crowded if you go around the time that people go after work, like 4 to 5 p.m., but generally it's okay. I would say the atmosphere there is good as it caters to different types of people, right? You don't go in there thinking like, oh, this is a gym exclusively just for weightlifters, right? Anybody can go into that gym. I'm not sure if any of you guys go to a different gym other than Export, or if you guys have had maybe different experiences with the atmosphere in your gym. Like, what do you guys think?
I go to the Export here too in Naperville, and I really enjoy it just because of it has two floors, and then it's just like anytime you need something, it's never available for how big it is. But yeah, I generally like that atmosphere. It's just sometimes it's just like some of the people just suck. It's just like sometimes they're just like hoarding all the weight.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're just on their phone for like 10 minutes before each set, and not really like making any effort to go into the next set or just like moving forward to the workout.
Yeah.
And then I think that's about it for like a negative experience really from my end.
Well, I go to UIC because I'm a grad student at UIC, and it's interesting because there's like a variety of things. Like John said, there's like the newbies and there's like advanced lifters, and it's just interesting to see different people interacting in that gym. And generally, it's pretty positive. Like the atmosphere, people know each other. People are all friendly. Like, oh, I see you in my bio class, whatever. Everyone's always just positive. Generally, there are groups of people that can kind of, like Jason said, there's a group of people that just kind of take forever, or like that are hoarding up on one machine. But generally, it's a good atmosphere. Like people, like there's a powerlifting club. There's like groups of people that are there to support each other, and like even then, like meeting people at the gym is not that hard or my gym at least. So that's the kind of environment that I experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I go to the Export at Tui, and yeah, it feels like any other gym. It's got its fair share like friendly people, but everywhere has its own fair share of like toxic people as well.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I mean, that's what comes with
Hmm.
going to a gym with like a bunch of different different kinds of people, right? And
Hmm.
then everyone has a similar goal, right, to improve their fitness, but with different, I would say different types of fitness comes different levels of
Toxicity.
energy, different
Yeah,
levels of
vibe.
ego. Because I mean,
Yeah.
let's talk about the different types of people you see at the gym, right? So you have casual lifters, people that come
Hmm.
maybe
Mhm.
like 4 or 5 times a week, right? They're into fitness, but it's not like their life. You have name another one.
Power lifters. You got like the
Power.
people that compete, like the
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
bodybuilding
Yeah,
yeah,
power lifters.
yeah, like those pros have been doing it for like 5, 6 years.
yeah. How can you
CrossFit.
guys tell when someone's a power lifter when you're in the gym?
The amount of equipment that they have.
How
Ooh, okay,
how long in
The-
between sets they take to rest?
that's true. How much weight
Yeah.
they're putting on?
Yeah. The
What
rep
exercise
range.
that they're doing? If they're usually doing like jerks and cleans, it's like okay, they might be
You're a
interested in
weightlifter.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like a
Olympic weightlifter.
weightlifter. Abe, would you consider yourself a power lifter?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm mostly a power lifter, and then I just kind of do
Oh,
bodybuilding stuff after my power lifts.
uh,
Yeah.
we actually have sorry to cut you off. We actually have a question from Eliza saying, "How do y'all stay eager during the lockdown?"
Wow, that's a good
Ooh,
question.
good question.
Eliza, first, thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to have you here with us on the podcast. It's a great question. So, I mean, staying eager, I guess I'll answer it first. We'll all answer it, but I'll start. Staying eager during the lockdown for me, the idea of staying eager, right, is being active and being aggressive, pursuing goals, right? As far as being on a lockdown, right, the things that we can't do, like going to the gym, going out seeing your friends, all of that is affected, right? But as far as personal goals, like for myself, like being in good shape, right? Being in good shape, staying healthy, that's stuff that you can still technically do even when you don't have access to a gym. So as far as like staying here during lockdown, it's doing home workouts, push-ups, pull-ups. Luckily, I have a pull-up bar, running, jogging, trying new types of fitness. Like I've been trying to learn how to like jump rope. I have a heavy bag, so I've been boxing a lot more. It's just the idea of staying active, like regardless of being shut down like from everything else. You still have control over your body. You don't really need too much to get, a good workout in. Ruben, what about you? Like, what do you do to stay eager?
So for me personally, it's actually been pretty easy to continue with working out at home.
Yeah.
All four roommates that are here, we all work out. Like we're pretty avid into working out. So we invested in a bench and we have dumbbells. So I mean, it's not the
Whoa.
same as obviously like a heavy barbell deadlifting, but like we all like throughout the day you could see each of us just working out. And sometimes like we work out together, and it's like we keep each other accountable in a sense. We're just like, oh damn, I didn't work out today. These guys are working out. I'll probably hit a workout later on. So it's good to be in that kind of environment where like, damn, you got my roommates are keeping me accountable for like trying to work out and still. And like you can be creative at home. Like it's not limited to just having equipment. Like there's plenty of options.
Yeah, for sure.
I think for me, I've gotten into cardio. I've never done cardio before this. I hated
Ooh.
cardio.
That's
So,
amazing.
What is that? Spanish?
I know. So I've been like running a mile, just like on the treadmill downstairs, like 3 times a week. And then today
That's not
actually
a
was
job.
the first time like running outside because it was like super nice out, and
Mhm.
I ended up running like 4 miles. So I was just
Hey,
really happy. Like
Wow.
most of it
Damn.
was running or like
that's
jogging.
good, bro.
So yeah, my legs are gonna feel tomorrow. I think
Dude, that's actually that's a
bad for
lot,
like
man.
one day.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Abe, what about you? What have you been up to? How have you been staying eager, man?
I mean, since I have a bunch of dumbbells at home, I've just been doing a bunch of dumbbell exercises and push-ups,
Hey, there you go.
and I've just been trying to keep myself busy by doing other things like playing my instruments, and doing my
Ooh,
homework.
okay.
So
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, staying eager isn't just like solely
Yeah.
fitness related. There's other things, other passions, other hobbies, which is good.
Amen.
Eliza,
Amen.
Eliza, for you. So Eliza has been following us since the very beginning. She's a really good friend of ours. Always supported us. Eliza, I want to ask you, how have you been staying eager during the lockdown? I'm gonna wait like a minute in case you're typing.
Do you think we should just like continue and then come back to it?
I have a
Yeah,
question
yeah.
for Jason, real quick.
Ooh, what is up?
How much? Oh wait, never mind. She responded.
She did?
Ooh.
Yeah. Trying to stay productive with literally anything. Okay. Yeah.
We're just trying to distract ourselves.
Yeah.
Quarantine's been
Especially
pretty
with
boring.
helping at the house with my parents. Oh, that's cool. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
answer.
We've got so, I mean, we've
You know,
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like a good,
that's good.
like family bonding time. You know, it's like as much as
Yeah.
people are like, oh, I'm stuck at the house, but like if you're at home with your parents, like, you know, you could always just talk to them. It's just like that
Exactly.
can help pass the time.
You have so much time in the world now, right? But
Yeah.
before we were going through this, I feel like one of the big things that everyone always asked about, or always, I would say, wanted more of or complained about is lack of time, right? I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
I wish I had more time to do that. Well,
Now we
now
have
we
all
have the
the
time,
time.
right?
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do with it? Are you gonna be productive?
Yeah.
You
You
know.
gotta change your mindset.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I realized from this quarantine personally that I just sucked with time management.
Yeah.
Like I was able
Yeah.
to go to work, have a workout, meditate, and then work on a circuit, and like do some like side projects, and then just like still do this on top. I just realized that I did suck with time management. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's like you can always just prioritize things, or just like
True.
if you want to do something, you can't fit it in. There's enough time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what's interesting? I'm kind of the opposite. I feel like I've been not as productive as I would if we weren't in quarantine. I mean, I feel like it's most people, but like, I just find it hard to work on my projects, my schoolwork.
Yeah.
Different.
I've been lazier, and it's been
Yeah.
hard to keep myself accountable. But like, the only thing I've been accountable really for is my workouts, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's for some reason it's like harder to get done, like what needs to get done when you have so much freedom
Yeah. You're like,
to
I'll
do
do
it.
it
Like
later,
when you have
right?
so much time and freedom, for
Exactly.
some reason that
always
makes you a little bit lazier because
procrastinate.
you're like, oh, and I have so much time. Like I don't have,
Yeah.
you don't have the pressure, right? You don't have the
Mhm.
sense of urgency anymore. So no, I totally feel that.
Yeah.
And like
Like-
I'm actually wondering too, like, because we were talking about like a lot of the different types of lifters, a lot of different types of people in the gym. What do you think like power lifters are doing? What do you think that like CrossFitters and like casual lifters are doing? You think everyone's like keeping up with their fitness, or?
No. I mean, not everyone has has an access to a squat rack.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah,
I did.
I think it depends on.
I
Like,
see people
their
with
home
squat racks right now.
Dude, I'm so jealous, dude. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just doing push-ups.
it's like what,
and all that
$1,000
shit.
for that?
I mean, you can get a squat rack for like
Is it
500.
really?
Yeah.
But then it's all the weight. It's all the weight.
Yeah.
It's just, like,
Yeah. I
additional
mean, you
weight,
could
'cause you're-
just like
the 500 is
scour Craigslist for some used weights.
We've actually had preliminary talks in the apartment about investing our stimulus checks into a squat rack.
Yo,
Oh my God.
I've been thinking about it. I'm
Ruben,
like,
if
bro,
you
I
do that,
want a
I'm coming
squat
over.
rack. I want a bench.
Or like Ooh, question
We got another one.
from Elizabeth. What's your current daily routine? Who wants to start that off?
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
current, I don't know. So I wouldn't even say it's daily. I'm not gonna lie. It's not every day. I'm not doing the same thing every day right now. I kind of judge it on a weekly basis now, but I try to run maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. Like I'll walk Yoshi, my dog. I'll try to run maybe like a mile 3 or 4 times a week. And as far as like my workout routine, before I kind of had like a routine set up where I did like, it was like 4 sets of 20 push-ups, 5 sets of 10 incline, but like it took like 2 hours. So I threw that out the window. Now what I do every day is I just try to set like a max goal of pull-ups, push-ups, handstand push-ups, and squats. So like my goal would be to do like 50 pull-ups a day, 200 push-ups a day, 20 handstand push-ups, and like 100 squats, spread out throughout the day. But I'll record how many I can get to. Like I'll try to max out in one set, and wherever I stop, I log it on my notes. And then my next workout, I just try to make sure I like try to get a couple more reps above it. So like if I stopped at 50 push-ups yesterday, then tomorrow I'll try to stop at like 60. So I have some sort of like progression, but yeah, it's nothing like crazy. What about you guys?
You're fancy with the handstand push-ups.
No, I can't
I mean,
do those.
shoulders, right? Yeah, I mean, to get shoulders, like I want to be able to do like a full handstand push-up without like having your feet on the wall. I think that's awesome.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm too lazy about that. For me, I think I do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 100 pull-ups, and 100 dips.
One punch man kind of workout.
Oh, you have the dip machine at your place, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do, you do.
I run a mile, and then we actually were able to get like a bar, and then we were able to get like two
Ooh.
35s. So I've been practicing my form for like deadlifts, and then like overhead press, and then bent over rows, and we were able to get one 35 dumbbell, and I just do like either curls or I do like a lot of body weights where I do like Ruben, what's that exercise called? Where I always asked you. It's like it works out the hamstrings, and then you have the
RDLs?
two weights, and yeah, RDLs. There it is.
Some
Okay.
like RDLs.
Yeah,
RDLs.
and yeah, that's basically it.
Man.
Nice, man.
For sure.
So when quarantine started, I told myself I was gonna do 300 push-ups a day.
Ooh.
Just do like 10 sets
Oh
of
my
30.
God. Holy
But
crap.
I've been so
How's that
lazy.
going?
I haven't been doing it. I've just been
Oh,
doing like 4
man.
sets of 25.
That's so
That's
Yeah.
still
good.
good, man.
Something.
5, 6, 25.
100?
Yeah. And
100.
then I do a few sets of curls and then some lat raises for my
Okay.
shoulders.
Hey, that's good.
For
Nice,
me,
man.
since I'm still in school,
Trying to
I like
maintain the gains, dude.
I wake up for class. I like don't wake up as early anymore because I don't have to go anywhere. So like
Oh yeah.
back myself out of I literally just roll out of bed, go to class, have my camera off because I'm like butt naked.
Yeah, I never have my camera on.
Yeah, dude. And
I
then
don't
I
even
just
have
like
my mic on.
I just like go to class for like it's only like an hour now, and then I just sometimes I go back to sleep and sometimes I work out.
Oh, we got another question. Elizabeth is asking, has anyone made banana bread yet? I have not.
No,
It's
I
very
have not.
popular. Have
I
you?
don't know how to
One.
bake.
Elizabeth, have you been making banana bread, or what's up? Yeah,
I've been seeing those coffee
I've been
things.
hearing. Dalgona coffee? I
Yeah,
still have
those
not made
I
that
see
thing
those
yet.
everywhere.
Yeah.
No idea what that is. Or how
Wait,
to make
Elizabeth,
it,
if you're
rather.
already answering the question about the banana bread, I also want to ask you if you have like a daily routine now too, because you were going to the gym pretty frequently before the lockdown, I believe. So like, what were you doing? How's it affected like your fitness lifestyle? Has it changed? Have you stopped? Yeah, I'd just love to hear your thoughts on that. So, because I feel like a lot of people like when they made a habit of always going to the gym, like it just the idea of not having the weights is it's unheard of. Hey, Edward, we got Edward saying.
Edward. It's a good arm workout. Oh snap. Okay.
So you only have to do that if you don't have a mixer, right? Or if you're using like the ground coffee, not the instant coffee, I think. That's what I read. Like if you use instant coffee, you don't have to like use your arm so much.
Mm.
But would it still taste as good?
Probably tastes the same, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like us talking about like the different ways that we're still staying kind of just staying in shape, staying active, kind of goes to show the fact that there's so many benefits you get from still staying active, you know. I feel like that's kind of like the positive the positive side of like gym culture. Even though we're not at the gym, we're doing a lot of stuff that we used to do at the gym. So I kind of wanted to talk about, positive traits of gym culture, right? Just to name off a few, right? Obviously, it's a stress reliever for a lot of people. Can you guys think of any other positive traits for gym culture? Like good things that come out of like being in the gym, or being around people that are in the gym.
I feel like I've made a lot of friendships in the gym. Like it just starts off with just being like, "Hey, can you spot me?" And then you're like, you guys are just broing down every time you work out. Like, "Hey, what's up, man? What you hitting today?" And then you guys like have a good conversation. It's like that's where a lot of good friendships for me nowadays have started, just in the gym.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So many people. And like with the gym too, I was gonna say that for me personally, like being in the gym, like being able to work out, being able to stay in shape, personally, it's had an effect on like my like confidence, self-esteem. You feel better about yourself after staying active, working out in the gym. So I don't know if it's the same with you guys, where like after you work out, or if you're you're making progress on your body and your gains and your lifts and stuff, it feels good, man. It's good for your self-esteem. Do you guys feel the same way?
Oh yeah, I think
yeah, like you get that sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think it's helped me in the way where it's just like goal oriented, in a way where it's just like you kind of set up a goal for yourself, and then you kind of just want to track the progression, and then it's mostly for yourself, where it's just like, last week I was only able to do a plate, and now it went up like 10 pounds. So it's just like, it's nice to see that progression. Yeah, 10 pounds isn't where I want to be at, but every, like you said, somewhere.
Something is something, yeah. Anything is positive,
It's kind of like a platform, like one platform in your life to like practice setting goals, right? Like sometimes it's hard with like your career, your school, your work to like set good goals, but when it comes to like being in the gym, right, working out, lifting and stuff, it trains you to be able to set short-term goals, long-term goals, creating action plans and how to get there. I think that's a good way. It was a good way for us to develop that kind of skill,
Yeah, and to add
Ted,
on to that,
what's up, man?
Ooh, Ted.
What's up, bro? How's
man?
it going? How have you been,
man? Miss you, bro.
Thank you for joining us.
And to add on, John, kind of that is like, it's a good way to kind of escape from all the negativity and kind of just, you could use it's a positive outlet for you to express yourself and get rid of all that negative stuff in your life.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, it's a good escape,
A really good stress reliever,
Yeah, for sure.
Like, something to look forward to in the day, and then I feel like with the whole quarantine thing happening, it's just like a lot of people lost that, so it's just like, what do they do now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Man, being in the gym really brought out the good side in like a lot of people. Like even especially for the people that have been lifting for a while, like a lot of the people that are experienced lifters, I think you can probably say that when you see someone like, we're bringing it back to like actually being in the gym, right? Like making friends, right? Developing like good relationships, or like maybe seeing people that are starting out. And Ruben, I'm sure you have a lot of like stories with this, like teaching people how to do stuff properly, proper form, diet. For you guys that don't know, Ruben is a certified personal trainer, so he is an expert on all things lifting, dieting, supplements, programming routines. Ruben, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
He's also going to be a doctor.
Was that?
In terms of
like, because I feel like when the gym was open, people were probably coming up to you a lot, asking for advice. Not just because like personality, because they knew that you were an expert, and you were able to be that outlet for people to like learn how to do this stuff the right way.
And I think that's true because the gym incites such a positive community kind of element to it. It's just like people aren't afraid to like go to other people for advice or like tips and tricks, and it's like we're all supportive of each other, like what we support each other's progress. We like go to each other for advice, and like I think that's the beauty of the good gym culture,
I
definitely.
think I think that's really hard for like some people to do, especially if they don't know you,
Oh yeah,
because like
that's true. That is true.
it's really intimidating to ask someone that you don't know, like, hey, like, how do you
Yeah.
do this? Like, can you go more in depth about it? And then like if you see someone struggling on their form or something, you don't want to go out and correct them either, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they might
true.
get offended.
Yeah.
How would you guys feel about that if like you were working out, right? And let's say maybe somebody swoller than you came up to and they're like, bro, like you're not doing that right.
Wait, if he was smaller than
How would
me?
that make you
Wait,
feel? Like let's say you're on squat, right? Let's say you're squatting.
wait, he's
Abe,
Abe,
let's say you're
relax,
squatting,
relax.
Abe,
no,
right?
no, no.
Abe, let's say
Relax,
Abe,
relax.
let's
We
say you're
get it. We
squatting,
get it.
Abe.
We get it.
Let's
All
say
right? You can
you're
follow
squatting, Abe. You got 5 plates on each side.
I mean,
You go down for a rep and the guy comes up to
if he's stronger than me, I'll take his word for it. I'll follow his advice.
you. Yeah. See, well then that's good though because you understand that like when someone
Yeah.
more experienced and more trained is there, you'll take their word, right? Because they have the
Yeah.
experience. They have like proof that whatever knowledge they have works.
Yeah.
But a lot of people could also take that the wrong way. That's kind of like that could be considered toxic gym culture too, right? For beginners, right? People that just started working out at the gym, people correcting them, critiquing them like without even like being asked that.
So what would you think is like an appropriate way to like fix that? Like you're like one of the swoller guys and you don't know this person and it's just like how would you help them if like their form is so detrimental? It's like so bad that it's gonna ruin their back, it's just gonna ruin something about them.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
if they're gonna hurt themselves, I'll try to say something.
Yeah, I think it's all about your approach. Like, if you don't come off condescending and you come, like, obviously they're gonna either take it or leave it, like your advice or not. You're like, hey man, this is my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Like, I'm looking out for
Yeah.
You're coming from a good place. You're not like, hey bro, your squat is trash. Like, hey man, you could
Yeah.
improve this. I don't want you to get hurt. And yeah.
We don't want you to blow out your back or something.
It's really all about your approach, and it depends on how the person perceives it. Like if they're
Yeah.
not as perceptive, then I mean that's you did your job.
You tried saving them.
Yeah. And like usually that kind of advice comes from someone that is experienced, someone that is like a seasoned lifter.
Hmm.
But do you think that kind of like, because you know how Planet Fitness, like they have like this,
The lunk alarm.
their image lunk alarm, or like you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be going in aggressively,
They
you can't lift
discriminate
weights
against us.
loud. They kind of discriminate against like intense weightlifters.
Like,
Do you guys feel like there's kind of like, I don't know, maybe a negative viewpoint on gym culture? Like, do you guys think that people that don't go to the gym see the gym as like a negative culture?
Yeah, I mean, you saw those Planet Fitness ads a while back, right? With those like meatheads in the locker room.
Yeah, meatheads, right?
Yeah, I feel like everyone else probably sees meatheads like that. So, or beginners do.
Yeah, because I know
I
like
feel like
Planet
the
Fitness is
fear-
supposed to be like, oh, go ahead.
Judgment
Oh.
free zone.
Yeah, I feel like the stereotypical one is like the grunter, just like doing a lot of weight, just like
grunter doing calf raises.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh, God.
no.
Yo, calf raises are painful, man. I low-key hate the feeling of calf raises.
I don't even do them.
Actually, we got another
Yeah.
question.
I feel like I'm gonna
Eliza.
cramp.
Eliza asked, excuse me, how would your life have been different had you been eager 5 years ago?
Ooh.
How do you see your life in 5 years while staying eager? How do you feel your life has been different had you been eager 5 years ago?
Does that mean like starting eager or like?
See, I feel like
or lifting.
I feel like each of us have been eager in a sense. Just like I don't think we've ever just like fully put it out in public like this. I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
I feel like everyone has always been passionate about their own thing. Like ours just happened to be lifting.
Yeah.
John and Ruben's includes like music too. So I feel like we've always been eager. It's just we've just taken it to another step. We want to help
It
other
became,
people
yeah,
broadcast, just like to be inspired to do their passion, to follow through with it.
yeah,
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah, it's like there's a reason why all of us as a group got together to form this group. It's because we all had that drive. We all had that. We always had that motivation, that passion for something more. That's why that's why we brought the
Hmm.
group together. So I feel like we 5 years ago, we had this, but we never you know, we never created what we have
Yeah.
now because we never
Yeah.
Hmm.
we never got together with with us as a group. So, but
Yeah.
in 5 years while staying eager, I just see all of us hitting our goals. Honestly, hitting our
Yeah.
goals,
Setting our
progressing in
goals, setting
life.
new goals,
Yeah,
setting higher goals, where
yeah.
we are.
That's a really good question. I'm happy that you asked that. I like that. I'm gonna bring it back really quickly to because we were kind of talking about toxic gym culture, right? And then we were talking about Planet Fitness, meatheads, the lunk alarms and whatnot.
Lunk
Um,
alarms are hilarious.
yeah, it's
I've
you know,
never
be,
experienced one myself. I've never been in a
but
Planet Fitness.
yeah, but that comes from a place though. Like when you think about it, like if you've been to the gym, you know there are people that you know
Slam the weights.
act a little too hard or act out a little too much.
Yeah. For
And
attention.
people, the core of like a place like that is that people don't want to feel judged, right? They don't
Yeah,
want
for
people to
sure.
look at them and judge them. Do you feel like that's like a regular thing at the gym? Like
Yeah.
people like just
I think
looking
like
around and judging what everyone is doing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you guys think?
100%.
I think
I
100%.
it's
mean,
becoming
I
Yeah.
mean, a
so
lot of
normalized in the gym that like we recognize it as toxic, but everyone does it, so it's like kind of normalized.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, for sure. It's something that a lot of people can't help either. Looking at other
Yeah.
people and like
yeah,
comparing like them to you. Like if you've been lifting for a long time compared to someone that just started working out, like it's natural that you're gonna compare and critique, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
What is bad though is like when people say something about it, right? Like
Yeah, when you
if
act
there's
on
ever a
it.
guy at the gym that's like, oh dude, look at that guy over there, like, he's not doing that right. Like, see, that's toxic to
yeah.
me. Like rather, yo, what's up, meat? What's up, bro? How you doing? Meets my coworker, my old coworker from Target. So what's up,
Hey,
man?
that's what's up.
Yo,
Me, we actually used to be. We talked about working out, man. When we would, I remember we were stocking the eggs. Was it the eggs or the yogurt? We were stocking the eggs or the yogurt, and then he was like asking me, like, cause he had me on Instagram, like, how do I work out? Right, meat. I know you remember that, and I told you, man. I taught him about like progressive overload, dieting, increasing the weights each time, watching videos to make sure like your form is correct, and starting like small. So yeah, meets a good buddy of mine.
Awesome.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, bro. I'm really happy to see your name there. Uh, yeah, but bringing it back, I was saying that.
Oh,
Um, go ahead.
what do you guys think like are different aspects of negative or toxic gym culture?
Say that again.
mm,
Sorry.
What do you think are like different aspects of like toxic gym culture? Because we've talked about like judging people and
Yeah,
uh, correcting people's forms just like in a rude manner.
yeah. I
I feel like
think
I know.
one thing that kind of popped out to me the most. Um, One thing that popped out to me the most this year was it happens everywhere, like around the new year, right? When there's like a big wave of people that start going to the gym because obviously New Year's resolutions, people want to start getting themselves in shape, start bettering themselves. There's a lot of people at the gym. What's
Yeah.
toxic to me is like when people shoot those people down, like when they say like, "Oh my God, dude, all these people are at the gym." Well, like they own the gym. I feel like that's toxic because like
That's
yes,
true.
yes, some people die off with their like goals, but like the fact that people are there to better themselves, which is the exact same thing that you're doing, like you shouldn't have a right to like
Yeah.
talk shit to them, right, and shoot them
yeah,
down. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I mean, that happens
yeah,
too at like any college, like every beginning of a semester. Like
Oh
people
yeah,
will start
yeah,
Oh yeah.
syllabus week, right? You don't have anything to do for class. You don't have
everyone's at the
homework, you have
gym.
exams. Exactly. You'll see everyone at the gym, and then you'll slowly see people fall off. But then like people will bag on those people, like, where are these guys? get out of the gym. Like, you're not gonna stay here for a while. And hopefully they do. Like, they're trying to better themselves. Hopefully, if they're not just there because they're bored. Or like, yeah, I see that all the time.
I go to the gym when I'm bored.
Yeah, honestly, me too.
Well, do you guys think that after this quarantine is over, that there's gonna be the same resurgence in the gym, like how it is like during
Definitely.
New Year's?
Oh, it's gonna be
Absolutely.
insane. It's gonna be
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
crazier.
more. Given that everything is
Absolutely.
clear. Yeah.
Should we go to the question first,
Let's
or
finish up what you're saying, and then we'll go to the question.
oh, sorry about that, guy? Oh, we're back.
Okay.
Sorry about
Back.
that, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that,
We're
guys.
back.
Technical
Um,
difficulties.
So the question before that we got cut off was gym pics or just like uh, shirtless pictures or showing recording lifts. Personally, I don't find that like really toxic because when I do it, like personally, I feel like it's a sense of pride doing it. It's just like showing the progression.
For sure. I can see how it can come off a little toxic.
Yeah.
Like people, like I can see that as well. So I mean, I'm kind of impartial. 'Cause, like I do it myself, and I understand the merit of doing it. But I understand
Yeah.
how it would intimidate
Yeah.
people who aren't like who are new and who are kind of like intimidated by that kind of thing. It's like, oh, there's that guy posting himself shirtless again. But like, it's coming. I think if we just be open-minded and like free friend, he's just trying to like show his progress. He's trying to be
Yeah.
positive about the things about going to the gym that are good for you. So I think it's all about mindset in that way.
It's always
Yeah.
really
No,
awkward
for
when
sure.
like you're taking the picture and someone's just walking by.
Oh
and you've got
no!
Oh, God.
When you're
I
like
like
straight
to
up,
real
you're
quick.
straight in the
I'm like,
middle of
alright,
the
that's
flex,
good.
and then they're coming up
Blurry.
behind you like in the sink, and you're just like, oh crap, sorry man. Everyone does it though.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny when you
Yeah.
look back and it's like,
Yeah.
damn. It's like
Yo, I
blurry
like-
when you look at your phone.
I liked when people were posting on Instagram
Marco,
like
what's
sweat
up?
checks and stuff. Hey Marco, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Marco?
You've been
You
staying
stressed?
eager, man. Thanks for joining us.
John, before we get to your point, we actually have a question from Ted.
Oh yeah.
He's saying, what is your guys' advice on cardio when focusing on strength gains?
Cardio when focusing on strength gains. I mean, for me, I keep it separate as far as like my goals for those. I think if you're focusing on, you can still focus on both, right? Your cardiovascular health and like your strength can be worked on separately. As to if you're asking if one would affect or hinder the other, Ruben, like, what do you know, or what do you think?
Actually, yeah, in terms of cardio and like hypertrophy and strength, there have been studies that show like if you do them too close together, they can hinder your hypertrophy and strength. So it's best. It's gonna hinder it. It's not like, oh, all the entire weightlifting session is for nothing, but it's like it'll slow it down a little bit. So I mean, recommendations are do it like on different days, at least 24 hours, like rest in between. But I mean, it's like at pro athletes do it all the time. It's not like it's gonna like you're gonna shrink or something. So you won't get the maximal benefit of weightlifting if you do it like right next to each other.
So would you say it's better to like do it on separate days?
I would say, yeah, do it separate days if you can. But I mean, some people's schedules don't allow it like that, so it's like it's not the end of the world.
We
Jason?
got another question from Nikki. Hey, I have a question. How do you not feel self-conscious about people looking at you when it's your first few times at the gym?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh.
Good question.
Ooh, that's
I
a
don't know.
really good question.
Maybe you could try
Um,
wearing a hat.
I
just-
say that's tricky. I mean, like my stance on that, because like I know when everyone first starts out at the gym, it's really intimidating,
Yeah.
and it's easy to feel self-conscious about people
For
looking at
sure.
you.
Yeah.
I would say, like, regardless, like if it's your first few times, like that's um something that you have to understand, is that like that's kind of out of your control, right? There's
Yeah.
always going to be people looking at you, maybe just observing you, but they might not always be judging you. It's just normal for people to look around at each other at the gym. 9 times out
sure.
of 10, they're probably thinking the same thing as you. Like, I wonder if people are looking at me, or they're
Yeah.
just people watching, like minding their own business between the set, because they're
Yeah.
exercising, right? They're
It's
trying to stay
wandering eyes.
occupied. I don't think people really stare and like judge you like that, as much. But my advice would be, just focus on you. Focus on your workout.
Yeah.
Focus on the idea that you're there to better yourself, and that's something that you should be proud of, and that's something that you should be confident
Yeah.
about. So even if
And
you're there for the first few
Amen.
times, be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm here. Like, I feel good because I'm here to improve
Yeah.
like my body, to improve my fitness. Like, that's something that, brush off like that self-consciousness. Like, be proud of like yourself being there. That's like what I
Yeah.
think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
I think it's definitely intimidating the first couple times you go because like you don't know if you're doing the exercise correctly, which can like you definitely feel self-conscious about it. It's just like, oh, I don't know if I'm moving in the right kind of way. So I think like going towards that, I think maybe going with someone, maybe going with like someone more experienced, like one of your other friends, so that you don't entirely feel alone or self-conscious that
Mhm.
like that you're not doing it wrong.
Yeah, I agree to
Yeah,
both those
definitely.
things. Like, yeah, just focusing on yourself, focusing on your workout. It's you're there to work out for yourself. And that's hard at first, definitely. But yeah, again, Jason said, like, have a partner. Maybe they'll be like there to distract you or like just to
That's
give you
true.
support. And
Mhm.
like that's easy for you to in that moment. It's easy for you to forget that people are just, oh, everyone's looking at me. Like, no, they're realistically 9 times out of 10. Like John said, they're probably not. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be a mindset you just gotta shake once you're starting off, and that's hard. But that's it takes practice.
Yeah, no, for sure. Abe, anything?
Yeah, just remember that you're there to work on yourself, and the other people are also there trying to focus on themselves. So, and then if you don't know what to do, just look around and find someone that looks like they know what they're doing, and just try to copy their exercises and their form too.
Exactly. And like, honestly,
Yeah.
make it straight up. Like, when the gym opens up, feel free to ask one of us to go to the gym with you if that makes you feel more comfortable. I mean, like, we're here to help each other out. We're here to help, like, everyone that follows us, we're here to help them out too. Like, part of us as a brand, like, even though, we are a lifestyle brand, a big thing of ours is fitness. It is one of our main passions. So, yeah, we would love to like work out with you, or any of you guys that are watching, like, feel free to hit us up.
Yeah, for
our
sure.
our goal is to like encourage like better culture with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel like us as a brand, can help gym culture like maintain more of like a positive perspective overall?
I think one of the best ways that we can do it is just like reaching out to people, just not in an intimidating way, just like especially for like the beginners that don't know what they're really doing or just like the proper way of doing it. It's just like showing them how to do it, giving them like tips, giving them really good motivation because like it's easy to lose your motivation in the beginning. It's hard to keep up at something unless you've already done it for a while. Just like I know for all of us, we've gone to the gym for like years, so it's just basically in our blood to just keep going to the gym. So it's just like, and yeah, just to keep that repetitive aspect in it. But like for some people that are just starting, they don't have that. So maybe just
Fire, What are we going on? just to inspire people, like to find out what their why is. Why are they staying eager for? At the end of the day, most of us are probably internally motivated to work out, to go to the gym. We're doing it for ourselves.
Oh, sorry.
And
Okay,
what's
go
that?
back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, most of us are doing it for ourselves. We're internally motivated, and at first we might start with an external motivation, right? Oh, we want to look better. We want to add all these external factors, but I think our job as a brand is just to make sure we inspire people and to not intimidate people to the gym, and just making sure that people are staying eager, like no matter what the consequence.
Definitely. No, that's awesome. Abe, anything?
Um, um,
Yeah.
no,
All right.
no, nothing's coming to mind right now.
For sure. It's all good. Yeah, guys, I mean, overall, like, we have a lot of stuff, although, like, plans have changed for the year because of all of the COVID stuff and the quarantine stuff. We still do have a lot planned out for the rest of the year. And a lot of it is going to be centered around, getting everyone motivated, whether that's, any type of passion that you have, or if it's at the gym. We have a lot of stuff planned out, so stay tuned. Stay tuned for more details on that. And yeah, we'll keep it coming. So I just wanted to give a really quick thank you to everyone that came to watch us, everyone that is still watching right now. Thank you for tuning in to our very first podcast.
Thank you,
We have
guys.
more. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Round of applause for you guys. We actually have a lot more of these coming soon. We're probably gonna have maybe another one next week. We'll see how many a week we're gonna do, but we'll definitely have one next week. I'm not gonna give too much away on what it's gonna be about, but it's gonna be helping you guys do some goal planning, right? Planning your goals, setting short-term goals, long-term goals in the gym or other stuff. But you're gonna have to tune into the episode next week, so stay tuned on
Stay
that.
hyped, guys. Stay hyped.
Get hyped, and stay eager for sure. And this might be your guys' first time on our YouTube page. Actually, this is Carl's personal YouTube, but definitely check out our official YouTube, which is EagerLifestyle. So please check it out. We're gonna have more content on there. So subscribe to any of the videos there. That way you guys are updated on the new stuff. And just keep staying posted on our Instagram page. We love when you guys comment on stuff. We love when you give us feedback. Even for this, when we post any videos of this afterwards, we want as much feedback, as much critique as you can give us. We always appreciate that. And yeah, just we're gonna be closing this out now, guys. Any closing remarks?
No, John, I
Stay
think you
safe,
pretty
guys.
much hit the nail on the head.
All right, guys, thank you so much for everyone that came out here. We appreciate you all, and we
Thank
have
you
some
for the
more good
questions.
content coming through. Thank you for the questions. We hope you guys are staying eager right now. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves, and that's right.
Cool.
Eager Lifestyle. Checking out.